it was revealed that Dallas character JR was actually shot by scheming sister-in-law and mistress Kristen Shepherd, played by Mary Crosby. You know, knockout fights, backstabbing, and blackmailing are just a part of the everyday experience.
You must be talking about what goes on in Hollywood studio offices.
Well, there too, but I was really referring to the juicy happenings of the world of soap operas.
Ah, yes, a world of scandals that millions of us watch every day.
Including right now. So here with their take on the world of endless drama are three of our favorite soap stars.
So, with the death of Larry Hagman, how do we think that's going to affect Dallas?
Well, I'm personally a huge fan of Dallas. I grew up watching it with my mom every Friday night, right before Falcon Crest, and I was so excited when I heard they were bringing it back because I got to see JR and Bobby and all of my favorite characters. And I have to say that when they started the show, and they had just a perfect way of really integrating the new characters, the younger characters. I thought the storytelling was amazing, and I think if they continue with that kind of storytelling, I'm going to continue to be a viewer for sure.
Well, the story is the main thing. If you got great story, then people are going to watch. But JR, you know, he's JR. He's sort of the pillar of the family, and they could build great story around that. But who's going to become the next JR?
My opinion is that when they first put this together, there was a contingency plan in place. They might have been thinking, hey, Larry may get tired, he may decide he doesn't want to do this anymore, he may decide he wants out, so therefore we got to have a plan in order to go on, even if he decides mid-season he doesn't want to do it.
Right.
I don't think they ever thought in terms of the fact that if Larry dies,
Sure.
but I think the plan still applies, and I got a feeling that, you know, looking at the show the way it was first put together, there was a wonderful sense of balance between the veterans and the new people.
Yeah, I love that.
And Larry would come on and he'd set the tone and he'd be the catalyst of the point, the story point. Young kids would pick it up and run with it.
Great.
And I think that took the load off him, and so consequently, yeah, I think it might affect them to start with, but I don't think it's going to cause the show to be
Well, I'll be a
cancelled.
fan. I'm a Dallas fan.
Totally.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right, so what other primetime show do you think is ready to make a comeback?
Falcon Crest. Oh my gosh, it would be amazing. I would love to see it, and I would die for Christian Alfonso to come back to Falcon Crest.
Beans.
The logical one to me is Dynasty.
See Dynasty, yes.
Same kind of format, almost as Dallas, family, dysfunctional as it is.
Lots of slapping.
Lots of slapping, illegitimate children,
Yes,
illicit
but
sex, all that good stuff.
If we're going to bring back Dynasty, then we have to bring back shoulder pads too, because it won't be the same as without that.
What about Joan Collins? Can you bring her back?
Oh,
yes.
she's
She's still
fabulous. I
alive?
worked with her. Yes, I worked with her.
What's she like?
She's fantastic. She'll sit and have cocktails with you, and I can't get into much more than that. But I would like Knots Landing. I was a big Knots Landing fan.
Yeah.
My husband was on that show. He got pitchforked.
To death?
To death, yeah. He wasn't just skewered.
So it was a happy
Slightly
ending.
skewered. Yeah, he was pitchforked, but I loved the cul-de-sac and all those wacky people and the lies and secrets and
Yes.
I think soap.
soap.
Let's bring back soap.
Okay.
You mean like bar of?
Yeah.
No, that show called Soap.
Oh, the sitcom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't like it? That's
don't
before
know
your
it.
time. Oh my
Were you born then?
I was, I'm sure, born then.
No, she wasn't. She was watching Sesame Street. But that's okay. You should check it out.
Are there any others? There must be.
Well, the ones that I always watched were Dallas and Falcon Crest.
I've lost a lot of memory cells. I mean, it was the 80s, let's face it.
Question: which soap opera is celebrating their 50th anniversary in 2013? General Hospital will be celebrating their 50th anniversary on April 1st, 2013. You know, Ace, I just love my daytime dramas.
I know you do, and so do millions of women all across the country.
And not just women, plenty of men watch them too, you know.
True.
And the primetime soaps.
Right, the loving, the fighting, the double-crossing, and the fact that my fiancé is on one of them. There are many reasons why we can't help tuning in every day.
Well, thank you, babe. And that's why we're going to check in right now with three of our favorite soap stars to keep us posted on the world of endless drama.
Agnes Nixon, the creator of All My Children and One Life to Live, she is signed on with Prospect Park to consult or be a part of. Do you think she's actually going to be put to work?
I think if they're smart, they'll put her to work. She's been responsible for basically the format as we know it, and I think she is one smart cookie.
Okay, I am a huge Agnes Nixon fan. I grew up watching her shows.
I mean, she is a pioneer of daytime television, and she's still there and willing and wanting to offer all of her expertise and her advice. They'd be crazy not to take it.
I agree.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think in terms of understanding the history of all the characters, you could not find anybody better. But in terms of where the show's going, I don't know whether I'd be looking to Agnes to sort of help me form the future and to go to the next stage of
Why?
daytime.
She was around when they were going from radio to TV, right?
Exactly.
So why wouldn't she be a pioneer of moving from TV to the web?
She made a huge contribution to daytime. There's no question about that. Whether that contribution needs to be translated into where they're going in the future, I don't know. I don't know whether they need to go back in time and repeat all those storylines and then bring them forward to the later day. I think let's start with a fresh sheet of paper.
Why do you think that she's not going to be able to come up with fresh new storylines?
I never said that.
You did.
No, I didn't. I said that she's going to probably be used to go back and look at the history of the show in terms of how those characters fit in the past. But whether that all needs to be brought forward to now, I don't know. I think
You don't know if it's necessary to do that.
Yeah, I think
right.
we're looking at a whole new era here. I don't think we need to repeat history.
Well, I personally, I don't know how involved she's going to be, but I'm glad she's there.
So there.
I'm glad she's there, and
I'm
she gets
glad
to see
she's
her shows come back to life.
Yeah, that's
She
amazing.
needs a job.
I know. Who doesn't?
Drama-filled courtships, secret weddings, and heart-wrenching breakups. Soap operas have something for everyone. Here to discuss the latest happenings in the world of daytime dramas are Crystal Chappell, Galen Gehring, and Ignacio Serraccio.
So you guys know about the show All My Children, right?
Yes.
This little show that used to be on ABC Network. Now it's going to the net with Prospect Park producing it. They're going to move the story ahead 5 years from where it left off. Is that a
Right.
good thing to do? Is that smart?
The thing is if they keep a cast that people are used to seeing and love. And we've seen in shows where they age somebody, 10 minutes into an episode. We're like, wow, he was 7 and now he's 17.
That's right.
And 5 years, you can pretty much recast the whole show.
Well, I think it opens up a lot of story possibility. Otherwise, they're kind of
It's a new show.
they've got their hands tied.
Right? It's a new
Right,
show.
but you do need those familiar faces there, right?
Is that what the rationality behind doing that is, to open it up?
I'm more of a rookie. You guys, I think, have been in the business more. And, Susan Lucci's a legend. And she signed on to do an entire episode.
The whole thing?
The whole thing, I think
from start to beginning. Do you think it's going to hurt the show? Do you think people are going to be turned off by it? Or are they going to...
Well, I don't think it's going to help it. I mean, obviously, everyone's going to see it for what it is. She's doing one show. Well, I mean, you almost might as well just say no. For a show or for an industry that's obviously been so great to her for decades, to only do one show, I mean, obviously, there's a lot of stuff that can happen behind the scenes, but I mean, if you're going to do one, you might as well do 10.
I think it's nice for her to do it. I think it's a very gracious thing for her to
Really?
Because she doesn't have to. She's got other things. She's moved on, and
To do one show, it just seems kind of weird. Like
Very
maybe
weird.
a little slap in the face for me. I don't know.
I think people are going to react like we are. We're going to go,
Yeah.
What was that?
What's the point?
I don't know. I think if they, I don't think it's going to hurt it, but it would be nice to have her there and be a part of the show. But they have enough familiar faces on the campus that people like, that are fan
There you go.
favorites, that I think will be able to carry it.
I think you're right.
I think it's going to be half and half. I think half of the people are going to be like, we hate this, we want the old cast back. And another half is going to be like, oh, thank God.
I mean, you can cook them with Susan Lucci in that first episode. You might be able, and if there's something titillating in that first episode, then you might be able to keep them coming back.